Hi, everyone, and welcome to your weekly angel reading for July 11th through to the 17th. I'm going to be using the Angel Tarot cards by Radleigh, Valentine, and Doreen Virtue. So let's see what they have to say for us, first of all, for Monday and Tuesday. All right, so this is a very interesting card. It's Unity, Archangel Sandalphon, traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, and seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Now, I'm instantly drawn to the fact that Archangel Sandalphon is surrounded by different symbols from various religions and faiths throughout the world, and how appropriate that is, because Sandalphon is clearly asking us to remember unity right now rather than all these differences that we focus on. Sure, the message is seek out mentors and like-minded friends. If you're feeling isolated, if you are feeling separate from other people, go find other people who are going to feel supportive and understanding to you. But that also sometimes means just having respect and compassion for those who don't think in the same way, because ultimately, most people with, various different views and faiths are, wanting to find peace and wanting to find connection. We just may do it in a different way. Now, of course, there's also a lot of fear going on in the world, and if you are feeling that sense of separation and fear, then it's asking you to focus on all that is like all of us, that we are all one, and that all of this stuff that's going on in the world is actually a result of all of our collective consciousness of separation rather than of unity, of trying so hard to find all of these faults and this fear in all of us, rather than focusing on all that is right and all that is good and all of the love. And whenever something tragic happens in the world, it is simultaneously reminding us of how we're not focusing on the oneness and the truth, but also giving us an opportunity to say, well, what can I do? What is my part in all of this? So do come together with people. Don't isolate yourself right now, and try to remember as much as you can that we are all in this together. All right, and so the middle of the week, interestingly enough, is the World, Archangel Michael, another archangel. A job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. Now, this really speaks to me, really as a follow-on message from what we were just talking about, that of course we're dealing with the world right now. The world itself seems to be going through a lot, but we are part of that world. And we can either choose to get sucked into the fear, or we can focus on the joy, on the contentment, on the gratitude. And that may seem trite right now, but where we feel hopeless, where we feel disempowered, our power comes from knowing that if we can focus on that as the truth, as that is the truth of the world, that is the truth of those around us, and especially ourselves, then are making a difference. It's not outside of us, it's here. And so if you are feeling the weight of the world right now, if you are getting sucked into the fear, you can ask Archangel Michael to clear your energy, to help you to stay in your own space, in your own truth. Not because you want to be focused on the fear and the heaviness, but so that you can really maintain your own space and know where your boundary is, about what you will and won't accept, what you will see as something that you need to carry as a burden versus something that you can actually help to transform. So, where are you focusing on joy right now? Where are you focusing on your peace? What are you grateful for? Do that, because as you do that, you shift your vibration into lightness, into more peace, and you make more of a difference than you could imagine, because that joy and that peace and that gratitude goes further on to the next person. You become a beacon of light for many, many people, and they're inspired to raise their vibration. And every single person, every single being, especially those of us who are sensitive and who are light workers, we have a responsibility to let that be our focus. So coming into the weekend, now this is really interesting because again, another archangel, another major arcana card, 11, which is the date today, but obviously it's another master card. Archangel Ariel is reminding us of our strength, and it says great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness and compassion. So again, this could be on a global scale. We may be feeling very hurt and angry on a global scale. We may be feeling it in our personal lives, but ultimately there is no difference because we all have our own stuff going on and it all contributes to the global energy. So, who do you need to forgive right now? Is it yourself? Is it a family member? Is it a friend? Is it something going on in the world? So that you can feel like you are being proactive in this process, in this desire for more peace. Because as you learn to forgive, as you learn to let go of that which is heavy, then again, you are helping the world, you're helping everyone around you. It's creating a positive, uplifting energy. And remembering that if you are sensitive and you are feeling overwhelmed, remember we just talked about clearing your energy, helping Archangel Michael to help manage your energy. But being sensitive at this time can be really overwhelming, and it doesn't have to therefore be seen as a weakness. What it does need to be seen as a way for us to open our hearts more to the truth, open our hearts more to love, not to go into fear, not to get, trapped in that fear, but to use the fact that we feel a lot to be that inspiration, to rise up into the truth of who we are, to see that our sensitivity can be the strength that does help to change the world. And your strength could be in a prayer, it could be a strength in helping a friend, it could be strength in you choosing differently for yourself and your life. But don't feel helpless, don't feel powerless, because each of us can make a difference if we choose to focus on that rather than all that is wrong in the world. So be like Ariel. Imagine like you're sitting on a magical tiger. It's not a fairy tale, but it will help you to see that you are not alone, that there are many beings supporting us on the planet, and that we are in this together, just as we said at the beginning of the week. If we come together and see each other as friends, supporters, allies, then we are going to be able to make a huge impact, rather than if we're seeing ourselves as separate or isolated or helpless or fearful, then what's that going to do? It's just going to feed into everything else. So own your strength, own your power as a beautiful, graceful, light-filled being, even if that means that you use your anger and frustration to say enough is enough, to be passionate about it, but to do it in a way that is helpful and not destructive. Contribute to what you want to see in the world. Don't be part of the distraction. Focus on your strength and all that you are and all that you can do, rather than the lack of it. And then our whole energy and the energy around us will change. Murphy, actually, I have to say it's very appropriate that Murphy is in this reading. He hasn't been for a while, but he's been very vocal the last couple of days. He's been very unsettled, meowing a lot and just wanting a lot of attention. And I just feel, the animals are so tuned in to what's going on and they're so aware. And I feel like it's just a reminder to me, and perhaps a reminder to you, to focus on perhaps what the animals and children are sharing right now, because they are the innocent ones, they're the wise ones who are so intuitive. And he, to me, just really reminds me to stay present, to really be aware of what my own needs are. He just wants some love and TLC. And then we actually can do a lot more good for ourselves and for others. So I'm sending you much love, and Murphy is too, and we'll speak to you again very, very soon. Take care, and please take care of each other. You know, we live in a world with 7 billion others, and we are here for each other, not against each other. Take care. Bye bye.